This is Shadowreaperofhell along with Asthma89 Slicer and Nintendo for our Team Tonberry deck report. Well, basically, he just got done with his X-Saver deck, which will probably be up a day. You should go sub to his channel because he doesn't have that many subs. And
I don't really care, honestly.
But you're asking people to go look at your videos.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm here with my Mewtwo deck, aka my Psychic deck. Yes, it's my Mewtwo deck. Okay, I bet you wonder what Pokemon's my favorite, don't you? Anyway.
That was for the crap people during my video.
Okay, guys.
Okay, anyway, let's start off here with a card that people want banned because of the Gusta bullshit, and honestly, it's good, but it's
What's the name of it?
It's Mind Master. Basically, you can tribute one Psychic type monster other than itself, pay 800 life points, special summon one level 4 or lower Psychic monster, and face up attack position from your deck. So basically, you can cycle through your entire deck, and it combos with the field spell, and people just don't like that because of the stuff you can pull off of it. But it got hit to 1 for a reason. If you kill it, you kind of kill part of the Psychic deck. Alright. Then you've got the Krebons. I run 3 Krebons, and
one of these isn't like the others.
Shut up. Okay, 2 of them are super, 1's common. If you have a super, just whatever. But yeah, you basically know what it does. Pay 800 life points to negate his destruction.
By the way, this one, based off of what I like to say, this one's the dead one. Okay?
Yeah, it is. Because, you know. Anyway, but that's what Krebons. Oh, what the heck? And it's Krebons, not Krebons. Krebons is a different card. If you notice people like, I summon Krebons. That's Krebons.
Oh, well, if we're going to go for denunciations, we might as well say. Okay, it's Avarice, Solidarity, Bogart, Commandant, Machina,
Dragoonity. Not Dragoonities. I don't know what that's. Okay, anyway, I've got 2 Mind Protectors. I don't really use his effect, but his effect is he's got 2200 defense and oh crap, I don't even use his effect that much. This card, I must pay 500 during each of my standard phases. This card cannot be destroyed by a monster with 1200 or more attack.
He's got 2200.
Yeah, let's just look at it. He's a wall.
He got a big old ass. Psychic Commanders.
He doesn't have a big ass. He's got big hands.
What about those hands do? I mean, seriously, he's going.
What's?
Anyway, I got 2 Psychic Commanders.
He's a doctor.
This. Basically the Hitler commander. But anyway, this guy basically, he lowers attack during the damage step by paying increments of 100, max 500. And that's it. You bring him out with stuff, and he's a level 3 tuner. 2 iRobots. Basically, you call a card, and if your opponent has it, they can't activate it until the next turn.
And who pulled one of these at the sneak?
Actually, these are the 2, well, you did, but then this is the one I pulled, and this is the one from Mike. The one from the sneaks in my deck, but anyway. Then you have Destructotron. Basically, you pay 1,000 life points to destroy a back row, and if there's no other face-up psychic monsters, he goes boom. And he's basically the one guy from Lost City of whatever, you know what I'm talking about.
Not the City of Lost Children.
Yeah, these basically all look like stuff from City of Lost Children.
Yes.
Then you've got Genetic Woman. Basically, she gets pay 1,000 life points to get a remove from play psychic monster back to your hand. Or if it's a synchro monster, it goes back to your deck. Because some idiot I've seen puts a synchro monster in his hand. What are you gonna do with that?
He's gonna tribute for it, Tansy.
Then you got my 2 pandas. Panda.
It's the
So, still, that's a bit random that they gave them pandas.
Yeah, but anyway, when this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon, you pay 100 life points, special summon level 4 monster from your deck to the field. I use this over not Mind Master, but Dr. Cranium, because I just like this. Because I like Pandaborgs. Because I have 1700 attack. 3 Psychic Snail, pay 100 life points to have another Psychic type monster.
Other than him.
Attack.
Twice.
Yeah, twice.
I love how I have to finish these sentences.
Because I'm...
Dawn actually plays this deck, guys. Tansy's just showing it off.
No, the truth about this is the fact that I actually play the guys on Reverse of Arcadia that use the Psychic decks a lot.
They're the most common opponent in the story.
But anyway, yeah, that's Psychic Snail.
And then the starter deck they make you use also has Psychics.
Okay, now you have 2 Overdrive Teleporters, and when this card is normal summoned, you can pay 2,000 life points to special summon 2 level 3 or lower from your deck to your side of the field. Basically, in the picture is what he gets out, which is
Psychic Commander.
Psychic Commander,
and the big hands
the
guy.
the big old the groping hands guy, and
the wall.
my faux monarch.
The
My
Psychic Monarch.
Emperor. Yeah, he's not a monarch. He's a Psychic Emperor, and I gain 500 life points for each Psychic monster in my graveyard.
What's his attack?
24.
What's his effect?
Well, what's his defense first?
11 or 1,000, and he's level
And
6
his effect, it activates when?
when he's summoned.
So, I think that qualifies as a Monarch.
But it
Yeah,
also
sure.
activates when he's special summoned too. But anyway, this card,
Kiros and Delge do as well. Or Dirge.
whatever. But this card pisses people off because if I have 10 Psychic monsters in my graveyard and they're like, "Hey, you have no life points tribute." Oh my God, you just gained 5,000. Yeah, that's pretty much Psychic monsters. And now you may be wondering why you run Psychic monsters like this because oh my God, there's a lot of life point damage. But whatever. Counter Cleaner, basically pay 500 life points to clean up all counters on the field, and this comes into play later because you need this card.
Let's just set it aside over here and then we'll
Yeah.
bring it forward.
Dark Hole, yes, I run Dark Hole in this deck.
No explanation needed.
No, there is an explanation needed for this. Because I can survive this, which will be talked
No
about later.
explanation needed. This is a separate pile.
So what is this?
That's to be explained later.
This is to be explained later.
That doesn't need to be that explained.
This will get explained later with other things. Monsterborn, no explanation. This, basically, if I have quick list to a Psychic type monster, I don't have to pay life points for their effect, which pisses some people off with Thought
Okay.
Roller and Krebons. MSD, no explanation. This thing, I pay, I can special summon any number of level 2 or lower Psychic type monsters from my graveyard, times 300 per that. That's part of the OTK, but it also sets up some other stuff. This deck doesn't OTK, but this is part of the OTK if you're wondering, blah, blah, blah. No explanation needed.
But I don't understand, Tansy.
It gets everything in your deck. If you haven't...
So it gets him.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Basically, if you haven't gotten this now, I'm using the Fusion. And you should be using the Fusion too if you run the deck because it is God.
Why?
We'll explain
Explain
how it
later.
gets him.
Here are my other 2 MSGs, pay 1,000 life points to draw a card on field. I use it because I'm gaining more life points than I'm losing in this deck, basically. Holy shit. This is what this is for. Basically, this card on the field, it gives you an extra normal summon. You put a counter on that for it. You can put counters on this card instead of paying life points.
Then when it leaves the field...
Would you let me
You
explain
take
my
1,000 damage per counter.
But you use this to clean off your counters. So if you add 20 counters on this, you pay 500 instead of 20,000 life points.
Okay, what he's actually saying here is he wants to side deck this against 6 Samurais.
That actually worked too.
Yeah, that would be annoying. So, guys, possible hint something deciding against 6 Sams.
And what set did this come out of? I don't even know what CDIP is.
Cyber Dark Impact.
Wow, an actual good card from Cyber Dark Impact.
That's not a Cyber Dark.
Okay, Psychic Rejuvenation. This is like Derek's E-Hero card. I gain 1,000 life points per Psychic monster on my side of the field.
Great job on knowing the name. It's Elemental Recharge.
Rainbow Life.
Hello.
That's pretty funny. If you MST your own thing with like 40 counters on it, your opponent's like, that's game Rainbow Life. Oh my God, I am screwed. This goes over here in this pile. Here's my Solemn. Pretty much. I attribute a Psychic monster to negate stuff.
Let me just say...
Why are you running Solemn over this?
Let's just say he appears too much on the artwork.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. I was joking, by the way.
Here's my Super Saiyan power-up Thought Ruler. He looks like he's going Super Saiyan. Anyway, it's Psychic Overload. Basically, it's the pot of avarice to the deck. You return 3 Psychic monsters, you draw 2 cards.
So I'm still wondering why Torrential and Dark Hole are separated.
We'll get to that later. And now the extra deck. Oh my God, they're super. Shut up about it and quit your bitching. I'm tired of people bitching because I have supers and they have rares. You know what this card does. You gain 500 life points for each Psychic monster at your end phase.
Okay.
It totally does that.
It does that.
Yeah, this guy.
How about you mention how you are tired of hearing people bitch about him?
Why? Because they don't have him? They've never seen what he does, or what?
No, the fact that he's not generic.
Oh yeah, the fact that he's not generic. Basically, I call a card in my opponent's hand. If I call it right, this gains 3,000 attack until the end phase. And if I don't call it right...
Stop for a second.
What?
Not 3,000, 1,000.
1,000
You said
attack
3
until-
and then 1,000.
Okay, 1,000 attack until my opponent's end phase, so it'd be at 3,400. And if I call it wrong, that's okay, because I can...
5 minutes, guys.
Yeah, that's okay, because I can combo with, where'd you go? Him, to just say, okay, I looked at the card, so you're not going to use that card now. And plus, apparently he's the easiest synchro to get out.
Okay.
You're doing it wrong, Tansy. Magical Android should be easier.
Psychic Life Transfer, you remove a psychic monster to gain 1,000. It's just the last
That was
one.
actually, I think most people know what that one does.
Actually,
No, it was actually a relatively big, generic one.
I think people know what this thing does.
Yeah.
Now for my Hypic Psychic Blaster.
You're doing it this wrong, Tansy. You shouldn't be running them.
Where's Stardust?
Dude, this is basically, if you don't notice this, but I can do this because I have time. This is that guy without his armor.
I don't care.
Anyway, basically he does piercing and you gain the difference, and that's about it. Now basically Jesus on legs. He does piercing. He gains
What legs?
It was a joke.
That was my joke.
I know. Basically,
I still see no legs.
he doesn't have legs. It was the joke. He's walking on water with no legs. Anyway, basically, he's not affected by card effects that destroy stuff like this crap. And also, he gains the attack of the monster you destroy, and he has piercing. And he has 2,900 attack, which people are just like, but the only way to take him down is to attack over him, or, yeah, pretty much. That's my psychic deck in a nutshell. I hope it was a shock to your system. That was a terrible joke.
Okay.
God, that failed.
I think this is Team Tomberry signing out.
Go get a lobotomy.